first country in the world to fully adopt Bitcoin as a payment method for all its citizens. Unfortunately, this coincided with a resulting drop in the value of this cryptocurrency. Whether this was pure coincidence or something more telling in the markets, only time will tell, but it did lead me to do a little more research on cryptocurrencies and what they could mean for our society in the future. One online article that I read recently was titled "Cryptocurrencies Will Democratize Finance the Way Internet Did for Information." The fact is that since the gold standard was abandoned in the 1970s, money has not been based on anything tangible, and is therefore the equivalent of a promissory note. The value of currencies can rise and fall corresponding to the levels of confidence in a particular country. An ill-judged tweet by a politician, a good or bad news item, can also have a corresponding positive or negative effect on the value of a country's currency. Some would argue that cryptocurrencies are even more exposed to these fluctuations. However, once regulated, would cryptocurrency actually have a stabilizing effect on global money markets? Would finally abandoning the fiat system of paper money, which is already well advanced, have a positive effect? And how does JEP fit into that equation? As more and more transactions are made over the internet and in a digital format, it seems that the end of the days of paper money are in sight. Younger people, in particular, do not have the same emotional attachment to paper money as we did, and money is viewed by many as nothing less than numbers on a screen. Regulation, of course, is the big fly in the ointment in relation to cryptocurrencies, and how El Salvador manages this going forwards will be something that other South American countries and the rest of the world will be viewing with great interest. Turning to the claim in the online article, to democratize finance in the same way that the internet democratized information, with most Western democracies running significant national debt and continuing to print money, even before the pandemic, which have only been piled higher during the last 18 months. I question the strategy of balancing the books in economies that will clearly never achieve this. Modern monetary theory questions the interplay between governments and the economy and challenges the nature of money and the use of taxes. Jersey, of course, is one of the few economies which currently maintains a very healthy strategic reserve, or rainy day fund, and this translates to a strong credit rating, signaling that Jersey is a safe and stable economy in which to do business and in which to invest. In my view, the fiscally prudent approach that we, as an island, have always taken has served us well, but in real terms, what is the difference between an economy which runs a huge deficit compared to one that runs a huge surplus? Particularly if and when cryptocurrencies expand into the mainstream. Malcolm Ferry is the CEO of Headway Jersey and has worked within the charity sector for over a decade. He maintains a keen interest in providing solutions and resolving issues that affect the local community.